There's two things I want to mention in terms of numbers when it comes to Brokey. First of all, his T-side rating has been stratospheric, 1.24 in the current meta. That's a number that is quite crazy. And also on the CT side, opening success on the CT side, 87%. 87%. What it basically says in layman terms is that he's a guaranteed 5v4 if you walk into Brokey.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, he'll give you a 5v4.
I think what you said there is key, if you walk into Brokey, because he doesn't really search out opening duels as much.
20%, that's okay. See, 20% for 80 success, 87 success.
He's stepping out.
That is crazy on the CT side, and that's going to be an element to keep in mind.
This feels like a coin toss at the moment, especially because there's the X factor of this pressure of the teams coming into it. We have Brokey taking on Simple in the head-to-head matchup, both Oppers, and obviously, I mean, as the desk kind of highlighted, Brokey kind of part of that two-man show that is Faze right now that seemed like such a deep lineup for so long, now seems to coming down to just 2 people. Yeah, it absolutely has to be. We're gonna get a live Overpass. Faze's pick after a 3-16 loss on this map yesterday to Bad News Eagles. They don't give a damn. Back into it, full confidence in the map pick. They're gonna start on the offensive side, heading into Navi's defense bit. They've already gotten to his left, and he's gonna back away into a safer position. He's got Simple being aggressive with him as well.
You don't want to use them too early on here. A little bit of a tag, Simple. Gets a peek and realizes at least one player. I don't think he saw anyone else, though. That's
a great gush early on. That's going to force Simple to be very passive. That really isolates Bit just by the damage done. Now, Simple's a little bit crazy, so he's going to stay aggressive. He has Electronic way back at the A-bomb set of dice boxes with a flashbang as well, so they're looking for Bit to grab information. Good first kill. Rain not suspecting, but Bit realizes he can be wrapped upon as well. Timing is everything.
Oh yeah, he's feeling the pressure now. Got to be quick to get this kill. He's got some backup behind him still, so they can't easily just run him down necessarily. And he's not even reloading right now. It's just keeping the 5 bullets that he's got. A little bit of a lurk out long as well.
They want to handle Bit. They really want to clear him out of position. Twist is backed off looking for a flashbang to come in. Bit's going to wheel around. Here's the footsteps. Can't get anything more. Good frag from Rops. That's an extended time for Bit to be on his own. Simple's tucked into a corner, but this has chewed so much time off the clock. All they have is this A-bomb site.
And only 15 seconds left. They need to really run. That bomb's on the ground again. That's a big problem. If Twist dies, that's a nightmare. And they might get there. Oh my god, they actually just keep fighting.
Electronic delivers 2 kills, but Navi's already committed to come through the smoke. What a pair of frags. And yeah, they're already made the decision. They've already made the call. That would have been a very difficult round to win for Faze.
Maybe they could have picked up the bomb and just ran there, but at the very least, it would have been a 2-on-1 with one guy committed to the bomb plant. Oh man, what a way to get started. Faze are on the board, and Navi will have to, well, settle for the deagle. On to Simple. And in part, surely many people tuning in, watching, are here to see if this is going to be the game where Simple returns to the form that we know that he has. It's a good spray down in this round, but it's all USPs getting dropped. The deagle doesn't really do anything.
Faze, at least here, already up to 2 rounds. Weapon's going to come out for Navi, M4's in hand. And yeah, that's kind of what we're all looking for in this series, obviously in this opening map. Simple's return to GOAT status. Can he hit that peak again? Because they absolutely need him today. This is when, I mean, obviously he's got a legacy that's cemented to a certain degree as the greatest of all time in CSGO, but you're really looking to build upon that right at the final hurdle.
And a split. Carrigan and Rops are all the way outside of the B-bomb side, and they might have expected some sort of push coming out from the Navi side.
They actually knew exactly what's coming. Carrigan saw something and realized exactly what was up on the map, and he makes a perfect call. Bit's got to fight back from CT spawn, stuck behind the choke points. Bit's able to get a dink and damage, but not find any kind of a kill, and Navi needs something if they want to make this retake possible. Plant is stopped. That's exactly what they needed from Simple.
Yeah, not bad at all. Good grenade around the corner, though. And even if the plant is stopped and slowed down a little bit here, this is dangerous. A wall bang through Electronic, picking off Rain. Rob sneaking in. He's got the right idea, but he can't stick around. His team needs him up at the bomb site, so he's going to keep on running. There's the flank coming in, and it almost time for it. Not quite. Perfecto gets a bullet to the face instead. It's NPL and Electronic. Again, they're fighting right on top of the bomb. One more bullet for Robs, and Electronic will bring him down. Another super chaotic round.
Yeah, and these are excellent kills from Electronic. Look at the way he's just supporting NPL, covering him as he makes the first step forward. It makes Robs make a decision, put pressure on that, and Faze could never secure the bomb site afterwards.
Again, they're at long. Rain and Brokey are making a pretty quick walk up here, and we're still at 50 seconds. They're going to take a short fight versus Simple, definitely reveal their position. He's got a scout, so he's probably going to be quite hungry to look for some fights out here. Why wouldn't you try and see if you can get one of those shots off? 37 seconds, Carrigan will open, but they're going to crack over the bomb side anyway. No problems here. 2 versus 4 at the moment, and Perfecto and MPL, they're already walking away, but Robs is actually holding outside of the B-bomb side. So even getting away here might not be that easy.
No, they should lose at least one. At least one. NPL. Is he going to go for the hard clear? Might not even matter with the SMG. Yeah, Rops is just so fast and so on point. Perfecto's got to step up next. They know his position. He's not getting away. He's got to fight his way out, and it's not happening. 3 bodies. Brokey's got him trapped in with the AWP, so Perfecto's going to take the fight behind him, but Rops is lurking ever closer. This MP9 surely going to go down at the end of the day. Rain close up as well. They should know exactly where he is.
He's trying his best to make it very, very hard to find him. And they've rediscovered him once again. If he can do a bit more damage, okay. I mean, at least he's going to get a kill there. Huge. Yeah, they lost that last round, obviously, to Electronic. And then able to answer back right away and take away all the money.
And if you think back to yesterday as well, the difficulties that FaZe encountered against Bad News Eagles was never able to get into any kind of a comfortable mid-round, never able, like, Bad News Eagles contested every piece of space on this map. Engagements were happening at the front, the main entrance to bathrooms, they were happening at the monster tunnel as well. B bomb site was close to them. Navi haven't been able to do that quite yet, just due to the fact they haven't had a clean buy in all the utility. They haven't really been able to challenge FaZe's initial move. And when FaZe have the space to work with, Kerrigan's a very dangerous in-game leader.
Yeah, we talked about Simple as being the GOAT, but I mean, in terms of in-game leadership, Kerrigan, he's got that locked down, doesn't he? That is something that he knows how to do really, really well. And it's a big part of the reason why they were able to beat B&E as well. Some of the mid-round calls that we saw, especially on the last map on Inferno, made a huge difference at the end of the day.
Well, actually, I mean, you touched on that too. It's like, you know, just now, Kerrigan, yeah, some people are going to call him the best in-game leader of all time, but Glaive has certainly a conversation, you know, a stance in that conversation as well to take it, and that's the whole point of this major from Kerrigan's perspective.
Sure.
A second major for him to really cement himself and be able to actually...
There's not a lot of stopping power in that. There's also a couple of people with no head armor that's Electronic and Simple, so even the Mac 10 there for Kerrigan, it's worth pointing out. If there are any new viewers, the lack of a helmet there does make the Mac 10 a one-shot headshot.
Oh.
Careful about it. Ooh, pushing in. Actually, this is something that FaZe were looking for in a previous round. At least they traded evenly, but getting kind of close with it from us there.
Yeah, they're fortunate to trade out that second kill. NPL doubles up after Bit goes down. But FaZe is going to be comfortable in this. 3-on-3.
That's all the grenades used from FaZe. They had actually quite a few going into the start of the round, but most of them have already been thrown out.
Well, there's one more on Simple. He's over at the A bomb site. It looks like Perfecto wants to flirt with this and see if there's any more information, but this is being watched. Good win from Perfecto. No chance for a trade and a follow-up onto Brokey. It's all on Rain. 1v3. Might be able to get Electronic. Is he going to be ready for the next one? Perfecto. 2 kills. Simple's now closing the gap as well. And Rain with 55 seconds, going to toss away the op, realizes there's a very low percentage chance he survives this round. He goes down. No free op for Navi, but a second on the board.
Yeah, there's a platform to get Navi back in the game. They've even stolen the AK. Like you said, the AW is thrown away. Smart move from Perfecto, oh, sorry, from...
It's a decent amount of time to be able to go, to not have to worry about Simple with the op. Oh, Rain, you're screwed. Ooh. Awkward fight. Simple, just no fear whatsoever, swinging wide. Rest of FaZe lined up towards the B bomb site. They might pull this trigger, but good counter utility from Navi is going to slow things down. Understanding that Simple calls playground clear, that means FaZe has to be outside the B bomb site and just delaying any kind of attack.
Even makes the boost a bit risky, right? Because you know they know that that might be one of the ways to get back into it, and it was kind of spotted out there. 4 versus 5 now. Good grenade onto them, and the FaZe really slowed down in this round. What do they do from here? Do you want to spend the time that it would take to go back and clear out the other part of the map?
That's the big problem is since you don't have playground control, yeah, that would chew a lot of time off the clock, a lot of angles you'd have to worry about. I think at this point they're waiting for Navi to use and deploy all their utility and the choke points to delay as long as possible, so when they do decide to come in for that final thrust, that final push, there's not going to be the counter Molotovs, not going to be the smokes and the choke points. They can make their in with relative ease. And actually, Navi's given them a bit of a gift here. They've backed off entirely without any of their own utility. It's all on this boost. And if they can get in, like, A, obviously they'd love to pick off Perfecto on this boost, but B, just not losing anyone, it can still be a very tough retake 5-on-4.
Yeah, I think you need to get a kill with that boost, though. That would make it a 5-on-3, and then you're thinking, all right, we can always retake, but now it's a little bit more questionable. All right, it's not. They're just fine. Bit and Perfecto going to pick up a couple of kills each, and Brokey now, 1 versus 4. He's not going to be able to hit the shot either. Simple with a triple kill in the round.
Off the back of the pistol round win, but now that Navi has some money, can FaZe actually break it? Because they weren't able to do it yesterday.
No, that was part of the big problem. Although I will say some of the research that already looks like it's gone into it from Carrigan, that earlier call where they were able to rotate to the A bomb site, that's evidence that they have done some homework. They realize what Navi are going to be showing up with here. So that does make me excited still. I think watching Carrigan's calling is it's a real pleasure. But yeah, the weaponry obviously still going to be very, very important. Bit is all the way out on the other side of the map. Going to be checking out that fountain and just not feeling or sensing anyone here. So should be able to call it in. Maybe warn Perfecto that there could be at least a couple of players showing up. He's actually still a little bit alone. MPL is behind him, but on the ramp inside of the B-bomb side. The spray is just fine and not threatened at all by the pistols.
Nade chunks down Rops as well. Things very comfortable for Navi at the moment. Still a smoke and a flash for Faze to use, but they're hoping for a mistake, and we know that's not going to come. We know Navi in this situation is going to be very disciplined. I say that.
That was a jump, wasn't it?
Yep.
He wasn't boosted.
Just for information.
Oh my god. That's so ridiculous. I don't even know if I would call that undisciplined. I don't think you're expecting it to get deagled in that position. It's one thing if you boost over, but I think that was just a jump.
Yep, beautiful shot from Brokey.
Come on.
This creates a little bit of a gap, though. You get one more of those, and all of a sudden this round is on. Bit and Simple have got to be careful, although they are going to be going up against the AWP on Simple. They have to know it was recovered in the previous round.
Yeah, but again, you mentioned the word discipline, and that's what's going to be carrying Navi through this one. Just don't give him too many chances. They even have a couple of more nades left just to slow everything down and put the pressure on Faze if it wasn't already. Going to try and see if they can close the distance against the AWP, but yeah, this is such a solid setup, right? The AWP arranged, the rifle a bit closer. Brokey landing another great deagle headshot. We're down to 6 seconds. They need to land a clear one now. Bit will get this. They're into the bomb plant. I mean, this is pretty acceptable, right? You get 2 kills and a bomb plant, and you just make Navi feel a little bit more uncomfortable.
Shout out to Brokey.
Yeah, that was great.
Those are fantastic shots. And I mean, also, Bit makes the right call. He doesn't get into any kind of engagement. He just makes sure he tucks himself into long, keeps himself safe. If he goes down, all of a sudden there's kind of a chance at a 2-on-2 with some guns recovered with time to get that plant. But him choosing to play it safe allows his teammates to come in.
Because they did not have the economy to keep a fair fight up, but Faze, I mean, we'll see what Carrigan can bring into the mix. We've got 2 AWPs on the map. Bit just swings wide. That is not even a jiggle or anything. He just went for the fight, and actually, I think Rain was part of the team flashed as well. A little bit unfortunate. 4 versus 5 to start the round with, though.
And Rain struggled to handle that aggression yesterday against Bad News Eagles as well. Synopsy was pushing up and getting triple kills with impunity. And once again, Faze, as we've seen previously, have an entire half of the map ripped out of their hands in the first 20 seconds of the round. So this B bomb site is basically their only choice.
Oh, the timing on that grenade is going to segment Carrigan. His teammates are kind of stuck on the other side, and he'll go down eventually. Brokey will get 1 good kill. And coming through the monster tunnel is Twist. Haven't had to say his name too much yet. 3 versus 4. And he's got a wide angle here, but he needs probably another flashbang to really set this one up. Teammate jumping up on top. Simple. He'll get a kill on Brokey, and it's a 2 versus 3. There's still a chance. They could bring it back. Twisted Robs. Great combination. And they turned it into a 2-on-2. Grenade on top. Not going to be able to kill anyone. In fact, 1 point of health they're taken away from Robs, but the M4 will finish him off either way. And now it's all on Twists. He goes right into the scope. Double for Simple and a double for Bit. It's another really close round. It's an expensive round for Navi, but they'll take it. And no bomb plant being allowed for either. So, I mean, Faze, they don't get that little bit of a boost in money, which they actually could have used. I think if they get the bomb plant here, they could probably just buy.
Yeah, good job from Brokey trading off NPL inside the site. Navi do just enough. Look at Electronic holding strong behind the smoke for as long as he could. That's creating space for Simple to be able to get into position. And some fine op shots give Navi a 1-round lead. 4 straight for the Navi defense.
Yeah, it's worked out real well for them. MPL's picked up the org. Some Tech-9s as well on the Faze side of things, but man, 5-4. This Navi team right now, at the very least, is looking better than I was maybe expecting. I was prepared for a really slow Navi start because I don't know, that's kind of what they do a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's weird because neither of these teams, despite the reputation, have inspired a whole lot of faith from the outside. That's a beefy little nade. Kerrigan down to 49, Twist at 69. Here's a flashbang. Electronic out in the open is able to get the first before being blinded. Hits just beginning now. That AUG needs to be put into play, and NPL delivers. Double kill. B bomb site is closed yet again, and finally Navi get around with all 5 players surviving.
6-4.
I think Faze really need to be able to, I think they really need to be able to establish some success over towards the A-bomb site, especially early on, like not losing control of Playground, not losing control of Fountain. That's happened twice now with Simple push, with a bit push previously. And they're going to send a few more bodies in this direction. Kerrigan and Brokey to support Rain. Twist towards the underpass.
This is where Kerrigan really should be able to work his magic a little bit. At least they've got out on this side of the map without losing anyone. They have a chance to push back and get a little bit of map control.
Bit's very dedicated. He's missed the timing to fall back from stairs, so he's basically in stairs to fight to his death. Twist isn't aggressing upon it at all, so Bit's just checking behind him from time to time. He's going to have some attention as Kerrigan and Rain are starting to flirt with the idea of swinging wide.
Just waiting for it. A little bit of a flash setup, but not going to be able to peek behind it just yet. He's very, very patient. Twist is there locking him in, like you said. Oh, this is so scary. Goes for the fight against Twist, but he can't win it. Smoke behind. I think that was actually thrown from the CT side, but Twist able to do it. Kerrigan, easy pick off on Simple, who was in a hurry to get back to the A-bomb side. As soon as they lost Bit, he wanted to get out of there. And that's what Kerrigan was waiting for. So this is going to be a done round.
Another great read from Kerrigan. Just walking until contact and realizing nobody's spotting anything. No one has eyes on him and finding a gap in the defense just by being bold. Straight save call from Navi, so Faze is up to 5.
Bomb has been planted.
Just a couple of things that I don't understand. I feel like, I know you said Bit missed the timing to fall back, but I still feel like those people inside of the bomb site, I think could have, if they could have maybe boosted on the other side to look through that door right there. They could have helped him because they actually had 3 people inside of the B bomb side, and those 3 people weren't even doing much of anything. They weren't pushing out. They were very, very passive.
Yeah, that could have absolutely been an option. I think more than anything, I think they're kind of they're throwing flashbangs over so that Bit can actually peek up the stairs.
Right.
And he just never spotted anyone. Just for whatever reason, the timings went against him in every way. Kerrigan had slipped past before, you know, between flash timings. Rain was tucked down.
Yeah, they were all showing up, which that's going to be a great start. Did somebody knife MPL at the start of the round, Jason? Why have they done that?
Yeah.
Was it necessary?
No,
I doubt it.
Man's already got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and then he eats a nade, so he's down to 1 HP. He could just be dead.
Surely the hazing part of being in a team is over by now, you know?
Well,
he's in.
Thank God Navi have 4 defenders here for that weakness.
He's also playing in a position that's very often grenade or Molotov or something like that. I feel like if you're on 1 point of health, especially you got the go back to the high ground up at the sniper spot. Just don't stick around where you are. It feels like you're asking to get grenaded at 1 point or another here.
Simple's just passed him the op, and Navi's going to get a little bit aggressive, see what they can find out towards short. Perfecto and Simple swinging off sandbags. Spotting nothing. If they stay here, though, if Perfecto's in this position, I was going to say he might be able to see Twist. However, that smoke is going to obscure his vision. And Faze is starting to lean towards pinching bathrooms and potentially into a hit at the A-bomb site. It's at least going to apply some pressure and pull Electronic over to weaken the B defense, especially with NPL at only 1 HP.
He's still in such a forward position. It really does scare me. But so far, it's all good. 37 seconds. The bomb making its way back up the connector. They've cleared it out. Perfecto, if he took 1 step forward here, if he realized there was nobody outside of B, they could get an early rotation. In fact, Simple's kind of already realizing he is running, and I wonder if Kerrigan would have been able to hear that. They are kind of committed, though, right now. 20 seconds. You probably don't want to be falling back into the B-bomb side. There's the early fight. Bit will be taking down Twist, and this is looking good for the defense right now. 13 seconds, but Rain, he changes that calculation just enough. Simple swings wide, and Brokey, he's able to hit the flick. 7 seconds left, and they can't stop the bomb. That smoke making it impossible, and especially when you got 1 point of health. And the flank is here for Perfecto, but they know already that someone was going to be coming up. Brokey will take him down, and MPL, that rifle is worth way too much to throw away. So, another round for Faze.
That's a really good slow-paced round from Faze as well. Navi had burned all their nades. Electronic had no nades on that hit. Bit had no nades on that hit. Simple rotating over as the support player had no utility either to provide anything. That was a nice, easy way to march into the A bomb site, especially when you lose that opening kill on Twist to Bit initially. The fact that there's no smokes up, no flashbangs coming out, no Molotovs to change your trajectory. Nice and easy and clinical for Faze, creeping slowly around the map. NPL dies anyway. 1 HP, and that bomb takes the op out of his hands.
6-6. I mean, for a game of this caliber, this is exactly what I want. Something close. I want both teams to show up. That was the only real nightmare that I was having yesterday, kind of going to bed after thinking, like, please don't let this be one of those games where one team just, for whatever reason, just can't get anything going. Right now, everyone is in the servers. All 10 players are playing really well at the moment. So just keep this up. 6-6, we're all tied up going into the 13th round. And again, Electronic and also Bit a little bit forward on the map. Whenever they've been able to deny Faze this part of the map control, things have been working out really well for Navi.
Well, it's Electronic on his own to cover this long position with just a FAMAS. Timing is everything again, and the AK-47 slides out, doesn't even get a chance to pull the trigger. That's a quick double tap from Electronic. Molotov comes into his position. Bit's covering to make sure nobody can wrap around him, but again, the timing isn't there, or is it? Kerrigan backs right up into his crosshair, and now it's just Brokey with the bomb, trying to make it back safely.
He's so far away. It's really weird. They might win this fight down to the B-bomb side, and he might still be in a little bit of trouble to get here. Now, though he's taking a long way back, so that's probably good news. 37 seconds here. They're sneaking up close, finally spotted out, and that should be a warning now to Navi that this is going to be the bomb site where it's all going to be going down. Bit's still in connector, so Brokey has to still wrap really, really far around. By the time that he gets here, there's not going to be that much time left. Excellent kill from Twist. They need to clear it out so that Brokey can run straight onto the site and plant the bomb. Rops will get a headshot there. 2 versus 3, and even Flash Simple able to get the flick on Rops. I have no idea how. 10 seconds here. And there just isn't the space for it for Brokey, unfortunately. You probably need to save this AWP, keep it alive into the next round if you can. Backing on out, going to be sliding in, and we'll take down Bit. That's actually pretty important there. So, huge rifle saved. Can throw that on over to somebody, or throw an AK over to Kerrigan, more likely. And it's going to be a 6-7 scoreline. Yeah, Navi just, I mean, some of these, this is close, right? This is close enough that the Faze could have won the round.
Simple saves the day. This follow-up op shot onto Rops is beautiful. Saw a little bit of leg before the flashbang pops, and is able to just take down the kill, looking over at his teammate's screen to make sure it's confirmed. Second time out from Faze.
Round number 14.
There's already been plenty of that in this major. Had to say goodbye to Nico yesterday.
I know, that was hard on its own.
And it's tough to pick between Kerrigan and Simple.
Yeah, I know.
Stage.
Again, they go out long. They've really been loving this position phase. They feel like this is where they can get a lot out of it. Bit is just running there. Does make the jump to get the spot. That's real important.
I can't believe he's sticking around just to drop a smoke so that he can actually escape. So has to burn a little bit of utility. All Simple's going to be boosted up. No one's in bathrooms. He's not going to see any action here for quite some time. And Rain's starting to get frisky over towards long.
They've pulled in a third man in Electronic. Kerrigan is outside of B though, so he could make a bit of noise just to distract from this.
And this stack always makes me nervous. If Kerrigan can have any kind of production, taken down by an off angle. But this stack, if Faze pull the trigger on this attack, this could be the death of 2 players from Navi.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of grenades though either to get rid of them, so they can't Molotov out this position or anything. Good little flick from Simple. And now he's taking an even wider angle out in the open. They're not ready for it. Robs gets taken down. Simple absolutely in command of this round. 2 versus 5. I'm trying to get closer, but he is destroying them right now. 3 kills on him, and Brokey trying to get there. He'll finally take down Bit, but it feels like it's too little and too late. Perfecto's on the flank as well, and it will be Simple to clean it up. 4 kills on him that everyone surely was hoping for.
Yeah, he's starting to exert his influence in these past 2 rounds. You can chalk both wins up to his kills. This one with 4 previously with 2 really important impact frags. But reading everything that's coming and being prepared for it all. 8-6. And off the back of a good start in this half, Faze have plenty of rounds for this T side.
Yeah, that's probably worth pointing out. Not like Faze are going to be in a full-on panic mode here, but a 7th round would be nice. So the Simple is back in action. He'll take down Rob's Bit. A little bit of a quick turnaround there, and he's got Electronic to help him out. Kerrigan was trying to get through the smoke, and Bit, he feels a little bit exposed right now, but he's just fighting his way out. Oh my god, what a way to end the half. Just Bit and Electronic with the rifles making it work. 9-6 at the end, and we're off to a hot start here. Second half is coming up right after this. Navi, I think, did look very impressive. Seeing Simple on top of the scoreboard with 15 kills should put a smile on your face, but absolutely nothing is settled yet.
That first half still felt like, it still feels like we're in like the calm before the storm. Like the build up in this series. Both teams playing very, let's just say, like it was calculated, measured. Yeah, not a whole lot of risk taken, not anything too deep out of the fundamentals, out of the Counter-Strike textbook. Ooh, good gush on the Rops. That's Simple. He took one of those in the first half pistol round. He's just returned the favor now. Very quiet on the map.
Yeah, nobody wants to make that first mistake. I mean, this is...
I mean, that's good pressure applied too. Rops is the closest player to rotate over to the A bomb site. So, I mean, if he sticks in that kind of supportive position and supportive role, if Rain gets pressured, you have a 10 HP player coming over to help out. That's not much help it's going to provide. So Simple's actually done a good job putting that on. And with that low HP, they probably want to keep 4 people here. They know they've spotted Simple over in short. He's making a little bit of noise as well. So Rain's still very much isolated and alone.
Yeah, every once in a while he'll go for a little bit of a jump just to see. That's going to be their key to start the rotation for him to get some help.
And that shift is starting to come now. Rop's coming over. Kerrigan's going to come over. Oh, no, that's a gush. Only 20 HP, though. Not as bad, but now all of Faze is arriving. This hit from Navi needs to be convincing, needs to be quick, and they're already into the bomb site.
Yeah, the smokes are up. I mean, it's pretty good. At least they could get the bomb plant right. They're holding close to it. How do Faze get back into this one? They have a smoke and a flashbang of their own, but no kits to play around with. So that flashbang had better be really, really convincing here. The bomb is already planted. 5-on-5 in the retake, and Simple up close with the Glock. He's lining them up. It's a good early kill, but there's going to be a return. Twist and Rain coming back into the round, and now Electronic fighting to see if he can stay alive. Smoke is up, and actually he could just probably hide inside of it. Twist all on his own, and I think they needed more. They needed more from that initial push. This seems like it can't be won any longer. 10-second defuse, I don't think that's going to be coming through, and I think Twist agrees. Going to be slowly backing on out. That did turn into a kind of a close round, and oh god, they're actually going to find him at the end.
Round 17, 4-round lead for Navi. Early utility out. Perfecto going to be aggressively taking short with the MAC-10. The rest of Navi going to start following up.
Always a fun little boost, this one. Suspicious when you know that door doesn't exist anymore. You should always be aware, all right, there's something that's going on there. Whether it's open or whether it's been blown off, that's always a huge giveaway. But Simple goes down. And that's going to be worth it, even if Rops took a fair bit of damage behind it. They're close to that B bomb site.
Nice trade back, though. Twist peeking with the nade, trying to do a little bit of damage with that to help make it easier with the FAMAS, and it's not going to work.
And being in that position, right, being on that L-bend next to the B bomb site, it's just so powerful on the T side. You're almost able to just jump straight in there. Scouts being wheeled in. Again, they don't have the best weaponry really to try and defend with. Faze unlikely to be picking up this round. Bomb swings in. Oh, that is the bomb. You're right. And it falls way in front. Still, Perfecto and Electronic are trying to bring it back. And Rob's being low from earlier. Not going to be too much help here. He's got the Deagle looking for a shot. Brokey's there with the Scout. We're going to need to see some really crisp Scout shots come out for this to even be close to possible. 30 seconds. And the bomb being brought back now. They have picked it up. They've recovered it. So the situation is a little bit more under control. Oh, missed opportunity. They're not going to get too many more. Trying to get the shot through the box. And he's shooting a little bit low, unfortunately, for that. Now he's just let loose. I think this round is going to be just fine now for Navi. There was a moment there, though.
Yeah.
Electronic with a triple.
A couple moments in that round that were really scary. Bit swinging in with the bomb. I don't know if he thought he had a teammate closer to him or if he just forgot he was carrying the bomb, but it being dropped behind the bomb site can be so deadly. And obviously, the cross back over from Perfecto with the bomb in hand opens himself to the Scout from Brokey. A decent attempt on this defense, but as you mentioned, Electronic's triple kill, just high impact, and that's a really important frag to get onto Kerrigan so that you can actually recover the bomb when it's dropped in that position. 11-6, Navi survive a little bit of a scare, and they're up by 5.
How are you feeling about about this game? We never even got to talk about this. Who did you pick for this one? Did you want to throw down a pick? Do you want to?
Yeah, I predicted Navi to win this one. I mean, again, I just, this is like a little bit of a coin toss in just in terms of the levels we've seen these teams come out with. I think both of them have been disappointing in their own ways throughout the Legend stage.
Yeah, that's true.
But I tried to like kind of forget about those disappointments when I made the prediction, right? Like I tried to just say, you know what, this is an elimination game. There's so much history inside this server, so much experience in this server. I took away the idea that both these teams were going to come in looking flat. I just kind of assumed both of them were going to come in looking like the teams we know them as. And so far, this game has delivered. We haven't had those blow up, exciting moments yet, but you can tell the weight of the situation.
I mean, the closer we get to one team getting to 16, the more of those moments there probably will be, right? Because eventually, one or the other team will have to take a couple of more risks to try and stay in the map. But yeah, I agree. I pick Navi as well, just more of a feeling than anything else. I don't think I can defend it beyond that, really. Oh, USP, that's a little bit of a fight to be winning, but it's just a Mach 10 on the ground, so they should still be in a prime position to pick this one up. Brokey's going to be going down. Electronic seems to be hitting some shots now. Rob's back here with a 5-7, not going to make that work, so 12-6.
Two-player combination we've had ever in CSGO, and there's been some big ones. Device Dupree back in the day, Olaf Krims, Get Right Forest, but Electronic and Simple have been so consistent for so long now.
Yeah, that's why it was so disgusting when they added Bit, and you just felt like, well, this is unfair, because he himself is also obviously someone who has a lot of firepower behind him.
Look how much more Navi's willing to individually dictate some things on this T side than Faze was. It was much more calculated and slow paced from Faze. This is just Navi players sliding into fights confidently. Brokey's Molotov tucked into a corner, taking a lot of damage, but at least that kill from Rop slows things down. But it also throws a little bit of chaos into the mix. It makes Faze really nervous. They shifted a lot of players back to the A bomb site, which leaves Kerrigan alone. Twist is extremely committed to A at the moment.
They've also used all of their grenades, right? Faze, I mean, they were throwing a bunch of them to defend the A-bomb site, even if it was just one player.
Brokey's starting to slide back. One of Brokey or Twist needs to get over here quick, as Kerrigan's smoke is about to fade, and they're missing the timing on when Kerrigan is going to need assistance. Blinded as well. Now they've closed the gap, and he's just got to stay tucked into the pillar. First is his. Buying time with another one. He's done his job, but the bomb will still get planted.
That is a huge double for Kerrigan, and they are not aware. Simple just walks into the shot. It's all on Perfecto, 1 versus 3, already tagged up quite a bit. Down 16 health, and Brokey is not going to miss the opportunity. But yeah, you're not going to complain about that one.
Jesus, did Kerrigan answer the call?
Yeah, he really did.
That's unreal, even getting blinded, staying alive for as long as humanly possible. What a tough situation to be in. Equalizing kill found by Rops, but this play, that kill, and again, just working this pillar for as long as he possibly can. If he's traded 1 for 1.
Definitely a different feel early on, and you know, Bit getting a little bit of freedom as well to say, all right, I'm gonna go investigate and find this out for myself.
That's a critical 4v5 conversion though for Faze, right? They play that round a man down for most of it until Rops finds the equalizer. At 6-12, you lose that one, you're out of money. You're looking at 6-13. That's a very important round for Faze to win. Money is sketchy for both teams.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Faze still 5 rounds behind. I mean, this kind of dictates, again, if Faze can start this comeback, start to close the gap with an easier round against probably just pistols in the next round for Navi, or if Navi win this, it feels like the red carpet's laid out to a map 1 victory.
Oh, they're getting a lot of control out long. Some shots just to test that tree line. Brokey is way back in the A-bomb site with Rain. They're really far back in general. Actually, they are going to go investigate. This is interesting. Brokey and Rain kind of doubling up, saying, let's see if we can do like a late round retake of the bathrooms.
Yeah, look at the clock, 40 seconds, and they don't really have a whole lot of information. And now they can position themselves as an early warning system. If they encounter anything from Navi in this position,
and they actually have a smoke to fall back from as well. They can smoke off the one side and sort of try to escape if they get the early fight here. There we go. Yeah, smoke up to try and get a little bit more going. But that's the bomb dropped. Rain's just stepped on top of it. He's going to take down MPL. That's the end of the round. There's only 17 seconds left here. Nothing that Bit and Perfecto should be able to do about this.
Ooh, that's a really nice find. That's the op, though. If Bit can actually just stay alive and hold on to the AWP, oh, he's going to go down to Rain. Op should be able to be recovered. Perfecto wants nothing to do with it. That would have been great if the Op stayed on the ground, if Bit was able to kind of protect that.
Yeah.
Could have been huge, but Rain's going to do a great job recovering. Triple kill in the round for him, and Faze is up to 8.
That little push from Rain and Brokey is kind of cool in a couple of different ways, right? I mean, one thing is the timing of it, doing it kind of late in the round, but also the fact that they didn't have a lot of nades. That one smoke was the only smoke that they had. So if you elect instead to go back and defend the A-bomb site, but you don't have any grenades to stop them, that could be a real big problem. So I kind of like that way of thinking too. 12 to 8, 21st round, and Navi, like you said, both teams were low on money to begin with. Now, Navi practically out of it. Perfecto has the AK, and that's about it.
And 2 rounds in a row for Faze to start building and growing some confidence in this defensive side that's held strong.
They know that this AK is going to be in play, so this is also something that's probably, it's very likely that this will happen, right? If you've got one weapon, you're going to try and see if you can get it into a position.
Rops is just tucked in safely behind the pillar, so the boost can't spot him, and he's just got a counter flash ready for his team. That's just if Twist encounters anything in Monster. Rops has already got the flashbang primed to drop it, and he'll be able to swing afterwards.
They're giving this as much time as they can, Navi. They're really hoping and praying that they're going to get at least one kill behind it.
Rops' hand is probably off his keyboard. He's never backing up into this boost.
You say that, Jason, but now that you said it, it makes me worried instantly for him.
Oh, the Deagle. No way.
It, Jason?
Did that Deagle spam? That Deagle spam called out by the A-bomb side, I think, might have shifted that defense.
It's possible. Is that enough of an opening, though? Only 35 seconds here. They still have to get through the tunnel. Kerrigan's holding it with the M4. It's a good spray on the first one, but MPL still wins the battle, and that's with a Glock, no less. They're defending it. 25 seconds here, and it looks just fine. Brokey stepping up and hitting 3 consecutive shots.
And Brokey's first kill as they come out Monster is on a Perfecto with the AK-47, so that rifle not able to trade the Opera off. Right there. That's the dangerous weapon hitting the floor, and Brokey has an easy time after the fact. Good shot from Simple at the end on a twist, but not able to convert onto the other. And Faze building up into the second half. 3 straight now for Faze's defense.
And that's a good textbook sort of way to you know, dislodge the defense, like a little bit of something, a little bit of noise, and it was enough to move Rops out of the position. Now they're going to try and change the pace. Steep Molotov, they're right onto the B-bomb side, and MPL, that's a great opening. Kerrigan, though, he's still back here somehow. That's not bad. Gets at least the 1 kill.
Oh, and this is a horrible round for Faze to have this strategy executed upon them. They put most of the emphasis towards the A-bomb side, expecting the switch up. Simple sees the door open, but Rops is being patient as his teammates wheel from behind. Rain and Brokey flanking from T-spawn.
Brokey could throw a flashbang to clear out Simple. They could get one over the wall, and they probably wouldn't need it right here. Otherwise, I'm not sure this is going to be working out. They don't do it with a flashbang, and instead, Simple just absolutely clearing them up. Brokey on his own, and he's going to get hunted down too. Nothing saved into the next one as Navi will finally get back after losing 3 in a row here. And because of the earlier damage that they did, right, some of those rounds where they got a little bit of chip damage in on the economy, Faze can't really buy into this round.
What a great call, though, for Navi. What a switch up in the pacing. It helps that Faze had called a lean towards the A-bomb site on their defense and aggressively towards bathrooms, but lacking that third player means they didn't have anyone spotting for how fast that was, but so much utility onto Kerrigan's position, and Kerrigan's the first contact, the first one to spot for a monster rush, so he's under too much pressure.
Yeah, I actually thought the fact that they could afford the M4 was gonna be enough that they would have wanted to maybe save it a little bit, but yeah, they just forced up into it. They brought everything into the round. It's all on this. Faze. If they lose this one, the next one's gonna be just USPs. Probably be straight to 15 for Navi. How do you make this work? Twist has got the M4 down to the B-bomb site. Brokey is running all over the map with a knife out, trying to see if he could find a position to get a fight in somewhere. Yeah, boost up inside of the bomb site. Rain and Brokey are going to connect with each other over the restrooms. You need a miracle in this round. Kerrigan's got the CSAT 75, a little bit of a throwback on its own. Less common to see that pistol picked up these days over the 5.7. And they're sneaking in through that tunnel again, Jason. They're going for it. Under a minute now. Electronic and Bit are making noise at long, but they're just trying to sell the fact that this is where it's going to be happening, and they're selling it really well. Deep smokes landing on the A-bomb site, but
Yeah.
It's all a ruse.
If you needed any other advantages in this round for Navi, you got it. You have a very weak defense at that B bomb site. Good trade from Rain. Not aware of the second one. Electronic able to trade that off. Still just Kerrigan inside the smoke.
How good is the CC going to be? Oh, a little bit of a distraction. He's good for the 1 kill. Tries to pick up the AK, but he can't get away with it. He otherwise was in an interesting position. I mean, there's 25 seconds here where the bomb goes down, but if he can get another kill and sort of stay alive, at least Twist would have been able to make his way there. It's not going to happen. It will be 14 rounds for Navi. And Faze, they need to save this gun because it's all they're going to have in the next one.
Yeah, 2 rounds away, Navi, from this map 1 victory, taking away Faze's map pick in this series.
Simple on 22 kills, Electronic on 19, and the rest of them are doing just fine as well. It's not like anyone's really letting down the team at the moment. This is a perfect performance coming out of the gate for Navi. And the fact that we're even on Overpass in itself was a bit of a question mark to start the day with. I was certainly confused when I saw the video.
We were laughing a little bit, having after the Bad News Eagles game yesterday, the 3-16 loss that FaZe took on this map. With whatever they possibly can muster. Deagle on Rops, 5-7 on Rain. There's just not money to fight for FaZe.
Wow.
Scout with no armor on Brokey.
Curious that they force up back-to-back rounds. I understand they don't want to be fighting for overtime, but I mean, these are some really, really hard rounds to win. And they're making sure that all they're going to have left are more hard rounds, basically.
And Navi's just been way... Ooh, that's a good flashbang. Electronic gets into safety, swinging wide. That's a dangerous fight against the SMG, and the fence takes some bullets away. Perfecto, gonna try and help alleviate some of the pressure. So is Simple, but he knows there's a second. He doesn't want to swing wide just yet. Oh, good shot from Kerrigan with the AK.
No way.
And all of a sudden, it's FaZe exerting influence on the map.
Yeah, the bomb was back there, but it's been picked up by Pit in the meantime. Brokey, you have to stay alive. You have to hold on. That's more important than anything right now. Just locked him in the bomb site. Perfecto is already low on health, and he's outside of the B bomb site. It's just MPL and Bit that are up here. All you have to do is hold on for the teammates to show up. And Twist and Kerrigan are coming in. Actually, Perfecto's realized there's nobody flanking, so they're going to know. Navi know where the rest of FaZe are going to be coming from. Let's see how this plays out.
One
MPL
kid
up close.
One kid on Kerrigan.
Yeah, that's huge. Grenade has set it up. They've taken down MPL, but Bit is still back here, fighting for his life and fighting for the map as well. He jumps up, he gets the double, but now it's all on Perfecto, and that kit could change the course of this map completely. They tap it once, they want to find out where Perfecto is. They still don't know. And ice cold, he was waiting that whole time. They could have already been defusing, and now they will be all the way through. They get the defuse. Perfecto, initially he held his nerve, but then it was too much, and he just didn't have the time for it. Twist with the triple, and Faze with a miracle round to keep this dream alive on Overpass.
That's a good start to the retake. The nade towards the plant position makes Bit turn away from it just in case, trying to huddle himself away from danger. The retake begins, and they're able to take out NPL from the side, which can activate Brokey. Really well done, and Perfecto goes for the double bluff, I guess. He calls it twice, thinking there's going to be a fake tap twice. Yeah, it's worked.
It has.
Now they just need to build on it. 4-round lead for Navi. Up in the hands of Simple, AKs as well. Decent amount of money for Navi. Not a big losing bonus built up. Plant would be really helpful even in a loss.
Brokey pushed up.
Pushed up and sees nothing. Pushed off and saw no presence. Flashbang is going to give away the game that there is presence out towards long, and Electronic's going to start taking really quick control all the way at tree in a minute and a half.
I like this. FaZe did this a couple of rounds themselves where they really got this long presence. Rain and Brokey are on the other side to fight, though, but you have to assume that one or the other team is going to set it up with a grenade. Actually, just a jump. That's so dangerous. The double setup here is going to surprise Navi. They were not expecting it. They thought it was just the one player. Rain and Brokey, a little tag team duo to pick up a kill. And yeah, I think he almost jumped over the shot then. That's ridiculous. 3 versus 5 now. And Navi in a little bit of trouble.
No flashbang from Simple at the time. He's picked one up off the dead bodies now, but earlier he didn't have a flashbang to activate them to get around the half wall. Would have been great against that double setup once it was spotted out, but they just didn't have the resource in the right places. Now, going to encroach upon the A bomb site very quickly, very aggressively. 42 seconds on the clock. Perfecto. Maybe he can find Rain. All of a sudden, it's just Brokey to defend. Rops is on his horse on the way over, but he's going to be locked out by utility. And Brokey spots one, gets the kill, and this hit is falling apart for Navi.
Yeah, it really is. The time running out as well. Simple. Oh my god, maybe not falling apart. Simple. He missed that shot. Gets the jump over. He knows the Kerrigan is. 20 seconds, and Kerrigan The bomb is not planted yet. He has to play for time right now. He has to fall back. Simple. He's looking for it. He's hunting for it. And now picks up the bomb. 10 seconds on the clock. He fakes it once. Goes back for it. He misses again. How many more swings is he going to get for it? Kerrigan getting up close. Oh, no bullets. So simple. He ends up going down. And Kerrigan in the one-on-one clutch. Oh, my God. Yeah, it is.
This is a 2-on-4. And everyone's here. Everyone's here, but everyone's really afraid to commit to those fights between the shots. Kerrigan, ice cold against Simple. The two men fighting for their legacy, and Kerrigan comes out on top.
Oh dear, Simple now on an AK. And Faze, they're back in the game. Back-to-back rounds off of back-to-back force-ups. And it's going to be 11-14.
Money's still not pretty for Faze, though. This round is really dangerous for them, sneakily.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Not in terms of necessarily losing it, but taking too much damage could be a catastrophe.
Yeah, they've got to keep everything alive.
This comeback is being done the hard way, with low economy each and every round. The force buys that you mentioned, labored buys mixed in.
Well, you know what? There was a point in time, and Simple's having a performance like he's playing like we are, you know, a year ago, basically.
We asked for it. We asked for the GOAT to show up today, and he's done that.
He's got 24 kills, 1 AK on Simple. And the way that he feels right now, let's see what he could do. 3 people in the A-bomb site, though. This is a strong read for Faze right now. They have such a presence here. There should be no way through. Bit of a jump, but Brokey's got so much coverage. They can't really run him down. Look at Twist just shooting them as they try to get onto the bomb site. 4 kills on him. Oh, he's getting real close, isn't it? Kerrigan top fragging with 20 kills on Faze. But he's starting to get a lot of backup at the top here. And you said you wanted a round where Faze had some economy. They had people surviving, but that was the last round there. That's going to really help them out down the stretch if Navi get another one, and they might. Electronic.
Here's the push again. Here's the push again. Oh, Electronic has no idea. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, maybe you get Twist?
The bomb's back there. This is... Oh, my God. You wanted Chaos, Jason. Well, you've got it. A little bit of a flick of the weapon as well. He's going to go down anyway. Kerrigan is back here. Did he see the bomb? I don't know if he's checked it. He's going to find Simple, and he must be confused. Now he definitely has 3 versus 4, and it's going to be... He just has to defend this on his own, right? There's no one could be called in to help him out.
What a weird round.
Yeah, we're deep into it now, actually.
However, this is still recoverable because Kerrigan, no one can help him. Twist is like sticking around, overextending to provide the assistance, but if they find this kill clean onto Kerrigan...
They are all coming for him. Rain as well is going to try and get there. Oh, everyone rotated to B, and there might be a massive mistake. Twist takes a bullet to the head, and Perfecto is ready and waiting. If Brokey walks into this, he could be dead in one single click. 40 seconds here, and they're on a freeze, Navi. They're saying there was a lot of motion outside of that B-bomb, so let's just wait and see what they do.
I mean, you might expect 2 defenders at the B-bomb site. I don't think you'll expect Rain to be this aggressive in this position, though, coming through Monster, right? At the off angle, back towards the grates.
Oh, yeah, maybe not. You might be right. This could actually still go bad for Navi. There's a good pick-off. Rain, 20 seconds. He picks up the 1. Ready as they come through. And oh, my God! Rain with the last spray down, taking bit. A triple on the Norwegian on their side.
You'll never expect him to be that pushed up after all the presence and all the pressure coming from the defense in this position. NPL finds the position, but this trade right here, it had to be it. Perfecto had to have that kill because Bit had no HP.
I can't believe it. He's so isolated. You're right. The element of surprise is what really changes that a lot. They're not expecting it, but still, he's got no coverage down there. He can't escape. Just on his own with the AK.
This is gonna be tied up. Brokey with the opening kill onto Simple as he swings out with the Deagle. Perfecto's got that 1 AK-47 because, again, it comes down to just 1 player surviving for Faze, so they want the economic pressure going into the last few rounds of the half.
How has it come to this, Navi? That last round, that should have been theirs. They should have been to 15 right now. That's Faze. They've had some really tight rounds that just absolutely looked impossible. And yet here we are. Simple out of this one. And they're looking to group up towards the B-bomb side, but there's no pressure on Faze in this one. 1 smoke, the only bit of utility on Navi, and then obviously the AK that they're messing around with. All right, there we go. That's what you need, and you need to do it again and maybe even a third time for this to really be possible. Kerrigan dancing around the pillar. He's been really good at doing that, but they will be able to trade him. It is a 3-on-3, and the bomb getting onto the bomb side.
Yeah, just one AK-47 still. They haven't been able to recover any of the other weapons. Bit's going to try and pick one up inside the smoke. He's looking for it, has the M4 in hand now. Tough retake ahead. 2 kits available for Faze, but only flashbangs.
He still hasn't reloaded that M4, by the way. That makes me real nervous. There's the swing and Bit. That's why he just didn't need it. 6 bullets was enough. Navi, if they found a way, has Perfecto carved a way back into the game for them? Rob's moving up, and Perfecto's going to continue his reign of terror. Bit will take one more down. A triple for Bit and a double for Perfecto.
We said the comeback was going to be done the hard way. It doesn't get much harder than this. Beautiful shot from Perfecto to open up on Twist in space. Kerrigan can only get the one. The defense had just shifted away. Rain is being distracted by Electronic, which allows Bit an easy kill. It all comes crumbling. And one more time, Faze have to battle with such a low economy. 2 Deagles, an MP9, a FAMAS. 5 pieces of utility total for this round.
We said it at the beginning, right? It started off with very safe Counter-Strike. Nobody really taking many risks. And now here at the end, all we have are crazy rounds that are down to just some of the individual performances. Here we go, running through the flames to take down MPL. That's worth it. Flash goes a little bit wide, so they can still fight this if they want to, and they're going to smoke it off instead. They say that's not worth it. Backing on out. Simple's not holding on the other side, so they can escape.
I like this play from Bit, though. He realizes we saw 2 players in stairs. There's going to be some space. He challenges through the smoke. Might be able to catch Rain, erupts, excuse me, in transition. One of the Deagles on the ground, and all the defense from Faze is shifting. Twist decides to park himself at the B bomb site. Kerrigan calls them off. Brokey goes back.
And Kerrigan's actually going to go investigate. Not that much to lose here with the Deagle in place, so he's going to try and see if he could do this. Faze with 4 people alive to try and hold on to the map. Otherwise, Navi will just walk away with it in a close victory. Nice headshot. Kerrigan has absolutely shown up to play today. And a 3 versus 4.
He can't escape, though. He's being held in. Good kill from Electronic. A 3-on-3, but with 30 seconds, that's a lot of information at a perfect moment. Allows this defense to slide into the bomb site. Oh, but Navi's calling the perfect... Oh, are they?
They're thinking about it. They were thinking about it. Molotov to put some pressure on, and they're going to test it. They're not going to fall back this time. Simple's all the way at the corner of Long, and he's crouching in with a Deagle of his own. Range just tucked in the corner. Only 11 seconds left. Perfecto, they're trying to go for it here. The spray is good, and they know where Rain is as well, and that's the final kill. Electronic to pick it up 16-13 as Navi will win the opening map. It was picked by Faze, but it does not work out in their favor. Man, the last 8 rounds of this game were absolutely unreal.
So tense, so close. With low economy, Faze almost make the comeback happen. We got a lot of what we wanted, though. The 2 guys battling for their historic legacies in Counter-Strike, delivering. Kerrigan and Simple top fragging for their teams, and that's just map 1. When we come back, we've got Mirage.